So tonight we're here to honor the legacy of librarian Virginia Lee. Virginia Lee was librarian of the Gainsboro Branch Library from 1928 to 1972. She was a force within the neighborhood. We are here tonight with Dr. Laura Helton, who is a professor from the University of Delaware. She has written a book called Scattered and Fugitive Things. There is an entire chapter about Miss Lee and her work at the Gainsboro Library.
Scattered and Fugitive Things, the book, is the story of 6 really remarkable historical figures who created the collections and the spaces where people could come in the early 20th century to learn about and access Black history. I wanted to tell the story of the Black women librarians in the Jim Crow South who also built collections like this, but did so under much more treacherous conditions. And somehow I heard about Virginia Lee and the famous story that she had to hide some of the Black history books from the library in the basement in order to save them. So I came to Roanoke to find out more and fell in love with her story and the history of the Gainsboro Library and really wanted to include it in the book.
My aunt is Mrs. Virginia Young Lee. She was one of the librarians who was featured in the book, who had to find means to preserve African American history.
We need to know about the history of the Gainsboro Branch Library. We need to know the community affiliations. We need to know her role in collecting African American history books as well as other books. We need to know and preserve this history because it's important. It's our history.